Hey, something that we've talked about off and on is goals. And I think I made a clarification the other day about what is a good way to make goals. And now I want to do that a little bit more by using myself as an example. I have some huge goals that I have right now. And I think that there could be, in some way, this may be some of the hardest goals I've had to do because it involves fat loss and muscle gain on a timeline. And in the past, I have not really had timelines for those. It's been, at my leisure. I could lose weight as fast as I wanted or not. Same thing with gaining muscle, and this is a little bit different. So it's a big challenge for me. And it's going to have to take some really good goal setting. So let me give you some examples of what's going on. First of all, wishes. So the title of this is Wishes to Process to Wins. And if you look on this picture, you'll see that this individual is hiking this mountain. And as he hikes, he's taking one step at a time. He's looking behind him. You have to look behind to see how far you've come, so that then when you look forward, you don't feel completely immobilized that you cannot go any further. Because if you do look behind and see how far you've come, you can gain some more energy. But notice from the footprints in the snow, this is only happening one step at a time. He wishes to climb the mountain. In the process, he plans and organizes, takes step by step, and then he'll get to the top and win. All right, so there are some goals that I have, and at this point, they're kind of wishes. So take a look at this PowerPoint slide, and let's talk about what these wishes actually are. So I want to earn my Strong First barbell lifting certification, and the deadline for that is October 10th of 2019. That somewhat seems like quite a ways in the future, but in reality, it's not. And you'll see why here when I put some values to it. All right, so look back at the slide. I have to have a deadlift that I can lift one time at 1.35 times my body weight. And I have to be able to lift at five lifts at 0.85 my body weight. I have to be able to do 5 back squats at 0.67 body weight. I have to do 5 military presses at 0.4 body weight. I have to do 1 bench press at 0.75 my body weight. And then I have to effectively coach all of these lifts, and somebody's going to grade me on that. Now, the tactical pull-up is a personal goal. Well, all these are personal goals, but it's not part of the Strong First barbell lifting. However, if I can accomplish those others, I can probably get my tactical pull-up. Goals to wishes. A goal without a plan is a simple wish only. All right, so we need to figure out a way to turn my big wish into a win. And what kind of goals do I need to do along the way? All right, so take a look at the next slide. You have to know where you are before you can know where you're going. So I need to figure out where I am. At this point, I can deadlift 175 pounds once, and I can deadlift 150 pounds 5 times. I can do 5 back squats at 110, 5 military presses at 50 pounds, 1 bench press at 85 pounds, and I guess I'm an awesome coach. I'd like to think so anyway, but somebody might want to tell me otherwise. And I can do a pull-up, but I need 100 pounds of assistance. So I'm not lifting all of my body weight, clearly. All right, so now, in order, for the goals that I have, I need to be able to lift a single deadlift 235 pounds, not 175. I need to be able, okay, now I've actually got this one. I can do the 5 at 150, so I have a tiny piece of my goal already. But the 235 and up from 175 is going to take me at least 6 months to do. I am back squatting 110. I need to back squat 120. That's going to take me 3 months to do. I'm military pressing 50. I need to military press 70. That's going to take me 6 months. I am bench pressing 85. I need to bench press 130. That's going to take me 9 months. Of course, I'm going to hope that the pros that are judging me think I'm a good coach. To get the pull-up that I want, I'm estimating that's going to take about 18 months. And all of that is assuming the body weight that I currently am. And I have to assume, a body weight because that's what the certification goals are based on. If you'll take a look at that, yes, I know where I am, but take a look at this. This cannot happen by the deadline. My deadline is 5 months away, and I have at the most 9 months of work to do. So, what has to happen? I cannot biologically get that much stronger in that length of time. So, the only other thing about this that I can control is my body weight, okay? But still, we can only biologically lose so much weight in a certain amount of time. So let's even see what's biologically possible for weight loss. Because in the end, if I biologically, all things being good, cannot lose the weight that I need to lose and cannot gain the muscle, I have to change that deadline date. So let's take a look at the values for fat loss. All right, what do I need to do? Decrease body weight so that my lifting requirements decrease. So how much fat can I expect to lose and still maintain my health and my strength? This really is going to be about 1 pound a week. I'm 24 weeks out, so then I'm looking at 24 pounds. Okay? If I can lose 24 pounds, what do I need to do to make that happen? And is 24 pounds enough mathematically to get the weights down where I can actually lift them? So let's take a look at that. All right, new requirements, are they possible? Okay, at my current body weight, I've got a deadlift 235. At 24 pounds less, I need a deadlift 205. That would actually take me only 3 months to do. Check. All right, currently I am going to need to lift 120 pounds back squat. At the 24 pound weight loss, I would need to lift 100 pounds. I actually can do that already. So that goal is actually achieved. Military press, I need 70. If I drop 24 pounds, I will only have to lift 60. I can achieve that in 3 months. Bench press, I need 130 pounds. If I lose 24 pounds, I will have to bench press 115. I can achieve that in 6 months. And I still hope the pros think I can coach well. And for the pull-up, on a side note, that drops me down to achieving that pull-up in 15 months rather than 18. So that's nice. This now is achievable. My percentages went down, and I am now within something that is reasonable, doable, and within my control. And that is what goals really need to be. Remember? Attainable, doable, and within my control. Now, I also set it up, though, where all things somewhat have to be perfect. Biologically, 2 pounds of fat loss a week are possible, and I set myself at only 1 pound a week, so I did include a cushion for myself, which you really need to do for yourself, too. Life isn't perfect, and especially when we're looking at something at 6 or 9 months down the road, you cannot control everything. So build yourself in a cushion. I did. Hopefully it's enough. All right. So what do I need to do to lose a pound a week? Okay, some things that need to happen are, for me, I need to log my food. I need to eat according to the macros that I've designed, and I need to keep my carb refeeds under control. I know for me, over time, that these are the things that I am weak at. These are the things that I don't do well at. Or if I am good at them, like logging my food, I'm really good at logging my food. If I don't log my food, I don't eat as well. If I do log my food, I will eat better. Now, something that I'm not good at is having a clean carb refeed. I like to eat macaroons and cupcakes and so forth, but those are not the kind of carbs that are really going to give me the results that I want, both for strength and fat loss. I'm going to need rice, potatoes, fruit consistently over and over. So look at the slide again. The goals that I set are SMART. They're specific, measurable, achievable, realistic, and timely. All right, so I've got my wish. I've broken my wish down into something that is a goal that is measurable, obtainable, and so forth. But there are processes, little bitty goals along the way, those tiny little steps along the way. And so let's look at what those are for me. Baby steps, week by week. These are my process goals. Log my food. This is the way you want to state a goal for yourself. I am 95 to 100% sure that I will log all my food on 6 of the next 7 days. Okay, you need to put that 95% to 100% sure in the statement. Otherwise, you're going to overshoot and then you're going to ultimately fail. So for me, I am 95 to 100% sure that I can log my food for the 6 of the next 7 days. I may do all 7, but I know I can do 6. All right, so let's look at the next one. Eat according to my macros. Again, 95 to 100% sure that I will eat, and I know my macros, 105 to 130 grams of protein, 60 to 100 grams of fat, less than 40 grams of carbs on 4 of the next 7 days. Okay, now why only 4 out of 7? I need 7 out of 7. It doesn't matter. I have, over the last few months, been consistently failing at hitting my macros. If I make that goal for 7 days, it's not going to happen, and I know it. I'm not 95 to 100% sure that I can do it for 7 days, but I am 95 to 100% sure that I can do it for 4. And 4 is better than I did last week. So it's fine if 4 is not perfect, but is 4 better than I was doing? The same or better than I was doing? Okay, that's the kind of goal you want to set here. May I get all 7? Very possibly. Once I actually start logging my food also, things kind of fall in place for me, but I can't guarantee that. So 4 out of 7. Let's look at the next one. Keep carb refeeds clean and controlled. 95 to 100% sure that I'm going to eat. Okay, so I've set up the macros there that are for the carb refeed. So that's the first part of that goal, is the macros are going to be a certain way. And then I will select my carbs from rice, potatoes, fruit only on my refeed for this week. Now notice, I didn't say my refeeds for a month, or my refeeds for the next 12 weeks, or my refeeds until the competition. I said this next one. Okay? I've been eating so poorly on carb refeeds that just having one that is clean and within the right macronutrient parameters is going to be a big win for me. I'm going to do it this week and reassess. Reassess week by week, day by day, whatever the little baby step is that you need to do. Take as little a step as you need. All right, so let's look at, oh, that's my last slide. Okay, all right, so baby steps. I wish that I could lift all my weights tomorrow, and I wish I could have that 24 pounds off tomorrow, but it's not going to happen. I have to look at it honestly, biologically. Secondary to biology, I've got to look at my own behavior, what my track record is long-term, what my track record has been in the last couple of months, and what I really feel based on my time, my energy, my work schedule, other obligations. What do I have to give to this process? What is the minimum I have to give to this process? That's important to know too. What's the minimum? And can I even make the minimum? And you got to be really honest. If you cannot make the minimum to meet a goal that you have set as a hard timeline, then you have to change that goal. You have to change that timeline, which I could have changed that timeline if I did all the math and figured out that it really wasn't going to work out. But I didn't. I know it can work out. And with that confidence, I scheduled this, paid for it. I don't get my money back if I go and I don't achieve my goal. So anyway, we will see what happens, and I will keep you updated on whether I'm meeting my mini goals, my little process goals. And then as I get closer and closer and have some PRs, which are personal records, personal bests in the gym or even in body fat loss, I will let you know, and we will see in October whether I earn this certification or not. And so I'm excited to get going. And if you have any questions, please let me know. Thanks.